Yo, guys, welcome to another episode of The Host. And this time we're here with one of the biggest live streaming artists out here in Liberia. No one else but King D. Say hi to the people.
How you guys doing today, man? It's my pleasure to be on here.
So, King D,
Yes,
so
sir.
we have like five questions for you today. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right, let's get straight to it. So, before we get into these questions, why don't you briefly tell us about yourself?
Well, I started doing music. Well, I've been into music for a while now, producing and writing behind the scenes, pushing other artists. Last year, about November 17th, on my birthday, I decided to drop my first song, and I got like the best reaction from it, and that kind of like pushed me to even push more. So it's been a great journey so far. A very hard but fun journey as well.
And you got nominated. That was
Yeah,
big.
yeah. I got nominated for three categories. Yep.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the questions. When you first started doing music, what
Mm.
inspired your entire writing?
You know, before I started doing music, a lot of people used to already think I was an artist, maybe from the way I move or the way I dress or just the personal spaces I used to be in. So people always thought I was an artist. Sometimes my friends used to lie to people and be like, "Yeah, he's an artist," because it was easier to explain to people I was an artist or just to say I'm just a regular guy just living his best life.
Yeah.
But it was mostly just I've always loved music, so I felt like why not, and like I said, I've been talented my whole life, so it's not like it.
What took you this long to get involved with music? I mean, you already had passion for it, you already loved it, but you never got involved until last year. So why this long? Why now?
To be honest, I had a really tough life. A lot of people don't know this, but growing up, I had a tough life, so I felt like it wasn't like the perfect timing. I felt like I wasn't in the best financial space or mental space to be able to push myself the way I would want to push myself. So because of that, I never really got into music. But once I felt like I was in the right, mental space, physical, financial space, I was like, you know what, let me try this. And so far, like I said, it's been going well.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, so the second question is, even though you had all these years and had a passion for it, never got involved,
Hmm.
getting involved last year, and then within a year, also getting nominated, having a hit song,
Hmm.
everything happening in a year. How did it feel?
It felt great. To be honest, that's why I tell all my friends, you might be doing music for 10 years and not get nominated. You might be doing music for even a month and you might get nominated.
Yeah,
It's not
agree.
everybody timing in life is different. A lot of people will say, "Oh, this guy came out of nowhere and he got nominated." There's no such thing as coming out of nowhere because you don't know nobody's journey, you don't know nobody past. All everybody know about me right now is what they just learn about me, but you don't know what I've been through or what I used to, how I used to write music or practice or record other people's sound. I feel like me working with other people actually taught me a lot about my own sound. So it's not. I don't believe they just happen out of nowhere. There's a lot of work I've been putting in before anybody knew about the Chamo Slow or the Give Me
Yeah,
Something.
that was slow down. Okay, so basically, from what I've been hearing, you've been supporting other artists as well,
Yeah.
and that's a good thing. So, why are you doing that? I mean, when you're financially stable to support yourself, and then your music is already doing is due, but you're still out there supporting local artists and venture into the entertainment industry more. So, why are you doing that?
So for me coming back and forth to Liberia a lot, I noticed there's a lot of talent in Liberia, like a lot. And I realized one of their problems is financial problem.
Yeah,
That
agree.
push, when you're doing something for so long and you're not getting the result, sometimes you'll get weak. You now want, you're just
Yeah.
in. And I didn't want a lot of these kids or a lot of these guys that I have helped to just give up on their dreams because of financial reasons. You know what I mean? Whatever I could help, I'm not a multimillionaire, but whatever I could help with, I would because I know that if I was in that position or in that space, I would want somebody to help me too, you know. And yeah, I'm not saying that I give anybody millions of dollars, but I have been putting people in spaces where, like even my features, like I don't do features with only big
Yeah,
Liberian stars.
it's
I work with a
noticed.
lot of upcoming artists as well because I respect their talent and I respect their hard work. So that's why I help a lot of people because I would want that same help, and God been blessing me,
Yeah,
just based off of what I've been doing.
to see an artist being inspirational and helping other artists is rare.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of hit artists in Liberia.
Oh
I've
yeah.
met them, we've talked, but they don't have, I don't know the exact word for it. They rather just make their music, get a lot of hits, get nominated, grow bigger, but they're not looking backwards. They don't care about these local talents. They don't, yes. So honestly, that's inspiring, and we're hoping to see more of your kind in Liberia.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Appreciate it,
so
bro.
yeah, so we'll head to the next question. This is a personal question, right? It's about your relationship status. It's weird that you only post about yourself online,
Yeah.
and there's no lady or ladies, but you're a guy, so we're sure there is a lady. So you don't mind explaining.
There's always a lady,
There's
bro.
always a lady.
To be honest, I was in a relationship. I was in a relationship for about like 5 years.
5 years
Yeah, I mean, up and
straight,
up.
straight. There's no
Yeah, yeah. I
wow.
was in a relationship for about 5 years, and then we broke up. Maybe up until maybe like let's say 4 or 5 months ago, I met somebody. But I don't like to.
Yeah, rush
Yeah,
things.
I don't like to put a name on anything because you never know. You can meet somebody, think they're the one. A few months down the line, they're not. So that's why I keep a lot of my stuff private. I have been single for like 3 years, and I've been single for 3 years. When I say single, there haven't been anybody. But at the same time, like we're all humans. Every
Yeah,
now and
yeah,
then, somebody will
literally.
pop up in your life, and you might think. So for now, I don't want to put label on anything, but like I said, there's always somebody. But right now, we're taking things one day at a time. It's nothing super serious or anything like that. But I keep my stuff private because once you start putting your relationship in the public, somebody will try to fuck that up for you. But as far as I know, as far as you know,
Yeah, as far as we
as
know.
far as we know,
Yes.
I'm single for now.
Right.
Maybe, kinda.
Yeah. So, right, single. Okay. And then why why is it that you're so chill that I haven't seen you beef an artist before? I mean, I feel like people have gotten on your line. That's just what I feel. I don't know if other people feel the same way, but I feel just coming in the industry in less than a year, getting nominated, getting a hit song, people will definitely throw shades.
Yeah,
Definitely, people will do that.
yeah.
So why don't you reply, or why did you get in a beef with anyone?
To be honest, the saying "I'm the shit" goes a long way, right? You can mean it in a humble way or an arrogant way. A lot of people have tested me. A lot of people have tried to like get me out of character, but mentally, I feel like I'm too mature for that. So I don't let nobody get the best of me because the way I work is this, right? I don't know how to beef online, and then when we're not online, I see you in public, we're not beefing no more. I don't know that. I've lived a real life where if I'm beefing with somebody, it's a real beef. So a lot of time I choose not to respond. I choose not to really because I don't want it gets out of hand and then it has to get to the point where it gets physical or violent. So a lot of time I choose to ignore a lot of things because I'm mature like that. I, I've been living on my own since I was 16 years old. So there's not little things don't really bother me. A lot of little, there's a lot of people that posted about me saying, "Oh, he's not good enough. Y'all be supporting the wrong thing, or he's not this, he's not." And it's like all those things don't matter because if I what before I started doing music, I didn't hear nobody saying that, so I must be doing something good
Of course.
for you to want to say all these things about me. So nobody yet have gotten on my nerve for me. And a lot of times as well, there have been bigger artists that have done some weird stuff to me that I wanted to respond to, But then I felt like if I would have responded to it, people would have thought that, oh, I'm doing it for clout, and I don't like chasing clout. I just let the universe take care of everything it needs to take care of. I'm a peaceful person for now, at least.
For now. Right. So biggest artists have come your way before and you just let it slide.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean,
A lot of them.
normally artists are normally violent. Like if you check the states out, they're always shooting each other and shit like
Yeah.
that. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in Detroit, so I've experienced a lot of terrible things. So I'm not afraid of none of that type of stuff. But I I learned a lot from growing up in a violent state that the people that are about that lifestyle don't talk a lot.
Yeah.
They don't go online and talk about stuff. They will just take action. So I don't really bother myself. All these other guys online that I'm like, man, listen, I already know the real you. I know the background you, so I'm not even gonna pay attention to that because I know,
Just chill. Like,
yeah,
I.
yeah, I'm always chilling, bro. I got so much to lose. I got a lot to lose, so I don't really put
you
myself in
you
those
you
space.
know what gets me thinking sometime is I feel like online your presence you have is good. Like I've seen your stuff, I've seen you online, I've checked you out. You have the potential of expanding, like visiting Nigeria or seeing people like Rema Don
Yep.
Jazzy. I mean, I won't say financially stable to kick it with these guys, but if you
Never
want
know.
to, it's possible. I feel like there's a possibility. So why are you still here back and forth and not thinking about expanding to the next level? Because I feel there's a lot of probability there, and you're capable of doing such a thing.
As much as I would want to do all of these things now, it's not like I can't do it. It's like I always believe that you should identify with your people first before you go anywhere else. Like the saying they say, the street will not buy you if your home don't sell you, right?
Yeah.
So I decided that I want to identify with my people more before I start branching off. And not only that, um,
Let me just stop you there for a second.
yeah,
So Liberia is very unsupportive. Let's just get that straight. Jazino took years of making music in Liberia. Years. We're not getting a single hit. Like he has songs that were blowing, yes, but it wasn't a hit until he left for Ghana,
mhm.
and then boom, he has a hit there because the Ghanaians supported him. So we have hit artists, yeah, like Bucky Raw, Teddy Rap, people like that, but they're not internationally hitting stars. So when you're saying you have to be so by your home before you be bought outside, I don't think it's for like grow for now. I think we're still growing the mindset. We still need time.
Yeah. Let me answer that. I have a different perspective on that whole situation of the Jazino. I went to Tutata yesterday. I was on a motorcycle for 45 minutes, and they were playing Jazino's song. They didn't play my song once. Then later on, when I started coming closer to the city, I started hearing some of my songs playing in the entertainment center. I don't think that Liberians are not supportive, personally. I just think that people choose to support you the way they want to support you, and that's fine. Um, yes, I agree. There are certain things that Liberians are supposed to do to push their personal artists, and they don't do it.
Yeah.
But I think it just has a lot to do with mindset of the people. A lot of people, I would not complain about personally. This is just my personal opinion. If Liberians don't support me and don't push me like they're supposed to, I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm just gonna do what I feel like I need to do here, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna move on and do like you said. So, but later on, I'm not gonna complain because I noticed something about Liberian people. They want to support you when you're
We're
already,
on the peak.
and
Yes.
that's fine. I'm not gonna make them feel guilty of that because everybody have the way of supporting. The reason why I'm saying it's fine, it's not fine, but it is because we don't have the access. Liberians don't have the access a lot of people have to internet, to phones, and stuff like that. Somebody asked me for my number in Totota yesterday. I was like, I only have a WhatsApp number. They're like, oh, I don't have a WhatsApp phone. So how do I expect for this guy to know about me when I mostly promote myself online? So a lot of little things can be in effect of why Liberians don't support. Maybe the Liberians you expect to support you are not the ones that are supporting you, but there are other ones that listening to your music in Totota that you don't know of. You know what I mean? And just, it's my brother. I'm just saying this is just my perspective for what I've seen.
Understood.
I could be wrong. But I'm not saying I'm waiting to blow up in Liberia before I go anywhere else. No. I just feel like I need to do my due diligence, meet up with the radio guys, the producers, the DJs. I need to personally meet up with these people and that identify with them before I say, all right, let me branch off. Because once you branch off and put yourself in the international eyes, you have to be prepared every way possible, financially, mentally, physically, appearance wise, everything.
Spiritually, everything.
Everything. So it's like now you entering a different league. You got to make sure you're ready for that. And I'm not saying I'm not ready for that because I've always packaged myself in a way that I'm ready for any market in this world. Like I've been in different spaces. I know how to carry myself. But I don't want to rush anything because one thing about rushing yourself, you can discourage yourself as well by moving too fast. That's why I said Chamusa now moving too fast. Like I don't be the one
Right.
that call Chamila. So I, like I said, this year though, I am preparing to branch off into the international market. So I feel like it's time now for me.
I don't believe in the word called rush. I feel like there's nothing as such as perfect timing.
Hmm.
Once you feel like you're ready, you should do it. There's nothing like you have to wait for the perfect time. You have to wait for someone to support you. So, firstly, about how I grew, I never grew in Liberia
Hmm.
because I started doing content stuff here. It was very difficult for me. I
Of
used to
course.
get like 500, 400 views. I've never used to be in the eye.
Right.
I left Liberia for like 6 months. I took a tour. I went Gambia, places like that, met those artists. I grew over 17,000 followers in 6 months.
Wow.
I started getting 20,000 views, 18,000 views. Those were none of Librarians supporting me.
Right.
And I never had the right equipment. I never had the right amount of money. I never had all those things. But I never like, oh, I'm gonna wait for the right time. I'm gonna wait for
Right.
this. I
Right.
just wake up, yo, I'm doing this. If it crash, it crash. I'm going.
Right.
And then I left. So I feel like we should expand out of Liberia,
True.
get the popularity, get the connections, then
Right.
we can come back and build. I don't
Mm,
think we can build here and expand outside. I think it's more difficult to build here.
that's true. I agree with you on that. When I first started, when I dropped my song Weekend, and then I dropped Chamosodan, Chamosodan took over all my songs that it overshadowed a lot of my other songs. And I used to go to shows, and I realized I didn't have a lot of songs to perform because I only had like two songs out. So I decided I'm gonna put out, an album or EP
Yeah,
so I can have other product that resonates with everybody besides Liberian. So you're 100% true. Like most of my supporters are not even from
I
Liberia.
agree.
I have a lot of Nigerian fans, Ghanaians, Americans. Most of my supporters, I would say maybe 40% of my supporters are Americans. So I know exactly what you're saying. But I don't want to. I'm not only doing this because I want to identify. Like I'm saying, I just want to stick to Liberia till I blow up. No, it's just like I want to learn more about my country personally because it took me a long time before I started coming back and forth. It took me like maybe 12 years before I came down to Liberia for the first time. So that's why I want to learn more about what's going on now before. So that way, when I'm outside and people ask me certain questions of my country, I have the answers. Because eventually, my goal, and I believe it will happen, is to put Liberia on the map out there. It will happen. It's just a matter of time. And this year, if you think I blew up fast within a short amount of time, you'll see what will happen at the end of the year by God's grace.
Yeah.
So,
I think
so
it's about time Libra move to the next level. I think
it's
so.
it's gonna happen this year, one way or another. There's no questions about it. And you'll come back to this video and you'll say, King D said it. It's gonna happen. Even if it don't happen through me, it will happen through somebody either I had influence in their life or I worked with, or it doesn't have to be me, but it has to be somebody from here. And I believe that's a belief that I have, and my instincts don't ever lie to me. So I have a strong feeling that we're gonna expand. It's happening. There's too many talent out here not to happen.
Agreed. So we'll extend to the next question, which is the last question, and then we're closed for the day.
Okay.
So um, I want to hear your perspective of the international artists that have been to Liberia. So every artist that ever come here before, I'm not aware of Whiskey completely, but I know that the first concert was a failure. Yes, people turned up, but it was a financial failure. And then Kids Daniel was a total failure, and Harmonies as well. So, what do you think is the problem, or how can that be resolved? What's your perspective towards that?
That's an amazing question, to be honest. Personally, I used to do shows before I started doing music. I used to promote shows, I used to host parties and stuff like that. And I realized one thing: I don't care who you are in this world. If you do not promote your party the proper way, it's gonna flop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can bring Beyonce to Liberia. You post a flyer today saying, "Oh, tomorrow Beyonce will be here." That show is gonna flop. Yeah, people are like, "Oh, Beyonce, no, it will," because the thing is, you need to get information out there. You need to build a hype. You need to make people excited about spending their money. Money is not like we live in Liberia where a lot of the youth do not have jobs, do not have money. Yeah, I know they be in the club every night. They can afford to do this and do that, but yet and still, a lot of youth are not generating their own personal money where they can be like, all right, every month or every week, I'm getting this amount of money to do this and do that. So I feel like you need to build that hype where that person is gonna be like, yes, let me save up for this person's show.
Agreed.
You know, create that excitement. The person gotta be excited about coming to spend their money. You can't just post a flyer, put one poster here, put one poster here, and think people are gonna show up. Liberia have a different way of doing shows.
That's
Like,
what's very weird to me. I
yeah,
don't know. It's just
yeah, we have a different market. The market here, our industry here is different. I don't even want to call it industry, but it's very weird. It's very different. That's what I noticed. If you do not promote your party the right way, you do not reach out to the right people, you're gonna flop. And nobody's above the law. You know what I mean? Like Kiss Daniel was doing so great in America. Like he went to Charlotte. 90% of the people that went to the show were Liberians. So you telling me Liberians don't support? They do. You just gotta present to them excitement. I don't care how good the artist is, you gotta present to them excitement. You as an artist, how do you excite people? It's not always about your music. Your music is like my friend, my brother J Biz always says, music is 10% of you as an artist. The music, your appearance, the way you promote the show, the way you show people, okay, this guy is lit. You know, he's doing different content. He's
damn.
posting different things. He wants us to come to the show. The way you promote the show is how people are gonna show up. So, yeah, I think it's just all about promotion. Because I feel like the Kids Daniel thing, to my knowledge, from what I know, the person that brought Kids Daniel did not promote, or maybe somebody told me they weren't too knowledgeable about shows. You can just bring a big artist because you feel like he's a big artist, he's
He's
gonna
gonna blow
automatically
up.
promote himself. It doesn't work that way.
You know,
So
for
you,
rumors heard that she was anticipating to make $1 million for bringing it in. That was crazy.
yeah, I mean, that's
So
that's a
some people
crazy
might think
anticipation.
otherwise. Like you're saying it's because of promotional reason. Some people are saying it's because like we don't even support their own artists before extending to international artists. So it's still, yeah, contradicting. But in general, I think like they're right and you're right as well. Promotion matters 100%. But even our Liberian artists is maybe except they do a local concert maybe 500 $5 or probably 350, and then they can get a place crowded because everybody can afford to come there. Maybe even people in the community can get, but you can the same thing able to get money to come there. But to get a Liberian artist to do a single event like a real big concert is actually difficult. I'm not gonna say impossible because I
Mhm.
haven't seen it yet, but it's
Right.
actually very
It
difficult.
is.
So if we cannot get our own artists to do it here and then bring international artists charging times 10 what they normally charge, I think that's a factor we should take into consideration as well. So I think it's both publicity reasons and our mindsets are not yet
Thank
developed
you.
for the outside world.
Right.
So I think that that's a factor too we should take into consideration.
100%. 100%. You know, it makes us look bad too when these big artists come here and they're not getting that crowd that they're looking for. It makes us look bad. And it has a lot to do with people working together. This person's beefing with this person not. And if our industry is already small and you want to beef, and this is just an example. I don't know if these people are beefing. Let's just say Cairo is beefing with Basi. I don't know if they are. I'm
Yeah,
not saying they are.
yeah.
I'm just using an example. Let's just say Cairo is beefing with Basi, and then now they're not gonna collaborate when Basi's popping, Cairo's popping. Them joining together to do a show together will be a dope thing. People are gonna wanna. It's gonna be more exciting,
Yeah.
but they're not. So this person wanna do their show on the 14th. This person wanna do their show on the 16th. Clustering things together, and all these things are not good because it's like when you go to the states, a lot of people don't cluster shows back to back. Like this person
Yeah,
24th,
the
25th,
competition is too
26th,
high.
27th, 28th. Which one am I gonna wear? Them I play, I won't wear. So the person show, okay, the other player I won't wear to the show. What kind of player I wear to the person show? Or if I spend this amount to this person show, I can. So it's like it's so much. I feel like everybody just needs to understand we do not have the crowd to just be working separately and dividing the crowd. Dividing the crowd is not good.
Oh my God, that was the exact thing I've been thinking about, but I never had the right words to
Words
put
to
it
put
in.
there, yeah.
The crowd is the problem. There's so many events and there's one crowd, and we cannot afford to divide the crowd.
Thank
So
you.
if there's multiple events, there's always gonna be flops. A lot of flops.
Some
You're right.
somebody who's gonna
That's
flop or a lot of people are gonna
that's
flop.
100%. I wow. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, so it's like I this year I didn't do any of my personal shows in December. I always do shows in December. I didn't do any of my personal shows not because I felt like if I would have done a show I would have flopped. I just realized there was too many unnecessary shows. Like this person want to do this, and then the next day this person want to do that, and I was like, I don't want to put another show there that's gonna mess with other people,
Yeah.
create that the wrong frequency. I'm just gonna sit this one out because I just understand that everybody needs to come together and come up with an
Especially we're very
idea.
small. I
We
agree.
don't have the crowd for that. No matter how many million, we have 5 or 6 million people in Liberia. Out of that 5 or 6 million people, a lot of them don't go to shows. A lot of them don't live in Morovia. Some of them live out of town, and we need to learn to start going to these other counties
Counties,
and
yeah.
do shows there as well. Not everybody should choose to do and make it exciting for people to want to leave Monrovia and go to different counties and experience the rural area. But everybody want to do Monrovia. Everybody want to do the same club. There was a time at Cine, people had like there was like 4 shows in a row. I'm like,
And that's not just the case. There was four show in a row at Cine, and there was also three show in a row, two, three, one on the
on
same
the same
days. So
days,
like, where should I go?
where should I go? And then I support my brother here, but my other brother here, my other friend, my other sister having a show here. And it's like you go to the person, show the person, say you fake. You go to the person, show the person, like why y'all putting us in a position
My
where we
God,
gotta we gotta be jumping from party to party
it's
when y'all
crazy.
can just have an understanding because we don't have the crowd for that. You have an understanding in a way. No, stop trying to measure arm and then now you want to act like you think you can pull a crowd more than this other person, and now both of y'all show flop because y'all split the crowd or y'all split the crowd to five. So it has a lot to do with it has a lot of do it has a lot to do with like people personal emotions. And in business, you do not add personal emotions and feelings. You gotta be smart when you do business.
Business is business.
Yeah, so it's mentality, brother. It comes down to mentality. It comes down to like a lot of emotional people in this country. Everybody take everything so personal. It can be some little thing. You can be cool with somebody today. The next day you see that they don't speak to you. You don't even know why. Maybe because you didn't post that flyer. What if I didn't see a flyer on top of all the millions flyer that was flying around? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like people don't and that's why we're a very emotional country. Liberia is a very emotional country, and business is not emotional. You know what I mean? So we just gotta work on
So
that.
honestly, it was 100% great hearing from you today. Like I actually enjoyed the conversation, and your perspectives were mad. They were fire. I love them. Yeah,
Appreciate it, bro.
yes, they had me, thinking about a lot, and I think that everything you're saying, you're right. You're making a point. everything are factors we should take into consideration.
Right.
And we appreciate your time for being here today. So if there's maybe local artists, comedians, people that are in the entertainment industry still striving to get there, trying to get heard, what do you have to tell these people? What do you have to tell the audience?
I love this question you asked. This is my favorite question they ask me at all my interviews. And the answer is very simple. Create more content. If you got 10 views on today's content, tomorrow will be 12, the other tomorrow will be 15.
Yeah.
Do not give up on yourself. If you truly believe in yourself and you truly know you are capable of these things that you're trying to do, whether it's comedy, whether it's this, whether it's that, do research, get better. Every day, try to get better. Find a way to make yourself better in any way possible. Because sometimes you'll get discouraged because people are now sharing or viewing your stuff. But at the end of the day, you just gotta create more content. You see, even the big artists, the big comedians in other countries, you always see them posting. They're working. They're not just sitting out waiting for people to share the videos. And if you go back to the older videos, 5, 6 views, they just take that one video to blow them up.
And then they come back for the rest.
Thank you. Keep 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 trying. Not keep working or keep doing contents. People need to see more. People need to see you working hard. First, they might not believe in you. From the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 20 videos said they're not believing you. Keep showing them that this is what you want to do because you cannot expect people to believe in your dream more than you. You gotta believe in your dream more than them. You gotta show them that you believe in yourself more than they believe in you. Then eventually they're gonna catch up. You never know who's gonna put you on. For me, for example, I'm doing a video today with my brother here. You never know. This video might blow up, might blow me and him up. So, am I gonna say, oh, if not CNN interviewing me, I'm doing an interview, or if there's nothing big enough or small enough, everything matters as an artist. You gotta keep dropping content. You gotta never overlook nobody. If the same way you don't want nobody to overlook you, keep pushing, keep believing in yourself, keep working, keep working, keep working. You don't have to show everybody you're working. Work in the background and let the your
Just something
product
make it nice.
do the
Yeah,
noise.
yeah, yeah. So you guys just heard from King D today, one of our biggest live streaming artists out here right now, the Chamo Slow Down guy. So there's more to come. Stay tuned and see you guys soon.
Keep streaming my new album. It's called Downtown Monrovia. It's on all platforms.
You check it out.
Check it out. Let me
King
know what you
D.
think. Follow me on Instagram, everywhere. And I appreciate you guys having me.
Uh,
King D on all platforms.